We've had a couple of wins, or at least one win that I remember in Victory Lane so far with Kyle Peterlin. We've had one with Johnny, opener I believe that was. Still waiting for Skeeter to pick up his first win this year, or at least here at Hibbing. And then Kevin Burdick, he's usually right there, first, second, third. That guy's pretty fast. We'll see how he does. All right, looks like they're going to get them side by side. Flagman's going to give them the sign for one more time go around.
So one little order of business, we are welcoming those watching on YouTube right now. Heat races are live on YouTube. We had a little delay of getting that started, but heat races live on YouTube, but all night long, XR Plus. If you want to watch the races at home, get your subscription to XR Plus. It's plus.xrevents.com, and you can watch all night long and all season here from Hibbing Speedway.
That's awesome. So you ain't going to miss a thing, folks, if you tune in. Here we go. We're going green. Johnny Broking. Kyle Peterlin. Kyle Peterlin trying to make that high side groove come in. Here we go, folks. Side by the grandstand. Both these guys are feature winners this season. Skeeter Esty in third, Kevin Burdick fourth, Roger Paulo fifth. Looks like Peterlin's going to go ahead and get by Johnny Broking there. He's going to drive hard. Looks like he's in that same outside line. He's making that work. Woo! There we go. Kyle Peter leading. Johnny Broken second. Third place, Skeeter Esty. Followed by the 30th, Kevin Burdick. Fifth is Roger Paulo. White flag this time by. Kyle Peterlin hanging on to this one. And he drives it in for a victory in heat race, number one in late models. Followed by the 45 of Johnny Broking. Third place, 37X, Skeeter Esty out of Kelly Lake. Behind him is out of Proctor, Kevin Burdick in the 30 car. And then in fifth place, Roger Paulo in the 13.
We're just correcting names up here, no big deal. There's going to be some butchering of names. We're rookies, right?
Rookies.
But, yeah, we're getting ready here to rock and roll. Heat race number 2 now. Aaron, that high side was working. We've been kind of waiting for that to happen all season with the late models. Other classes have been doing really well. A lot of close finishes, some of these features. But the late models kind of hadn't figured that out yet.
Yep.
We're seeing the results of that here. Track prep getting dialed. The new Hibbing Speedway is starting to come in.
That's right, and I can see the bottom in the middle there, dry slaking there, so there's a groove for somebody that loves dry slake down there too. I mean, I know guys can make that work up front, and there's guys that can make the high side work, so these guys are tuning their suspensions to make it work out there, and looks like they were having fun adjusting to it.
So here's the thing about new track, still a new track this year. It's 80 feet wide now. Used to be about 52. It's been reshaped. Obviously, we redid the infield. Still a little bit of construction going on, but now the track is starting to find its way. But here's the other thing, complication. There's been a lot of rain over the course of the past couple months. And when you want to do some track prep, like it's cool to have free water at the right time. And it's been untimely. So they haven't been able to really do much as far as, tearing it up or anything like that, but it's naturally starting to come in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think a lot of people have seen a lot of change this year, and it's been pretty awesome just to see the follow through and to be able to get almost every race in but one and manage the track and then the drivers being able to respond to the track as well. All right, they're going to get these guys side by side. We're going to line them up here. Inside row one, we're going to have the 12X. He's out of Bovee, Ben
Hindley. Yep.
Hindley. And then looks like on the outside, family member Mark Hindley. He's in the 12 car. Inside row number 2, he's out of Hibbing driving that 16 car. That's Derek Vessel. To his outside, another Hibbing guy in the 28, Jeff Provazino. Behind him, that 6N, that's Jeffrey Massengill. And we're going green. Ben Hindley hanging on to the lead here. Behind him, we got Derek Vessel and Mark Hindley battling for second. Jeff Provazino, fourth. Here we go. Jeff Provazino rolling into third, challenging Hindley. So Ben Hindley from Bovee still leading this thing. We're halfway through. Looks like Derek Vessel's starting to get that thing rolling there on the bottom. Time by, it's going to be a white flag from Bovee driver Ben Hindley, the 12X. Followed by Derek Vessel, the 16. Jeff Provazino, 28. Jeffrey Massengill, that 6M. Checker flag this time by Ben Hindley from Bovee picking up that win. Derek Vessel coming in second, followed by Jeff Provazino in the 28. Behind him, we got in the 6M Jeffrey Massengill. And then rolling off was Mark Hindley in the 12.
WISSOTA Midwest spots coming up here at Hibbing Speedway. Of course, again, it's Park State Bank night. If you want more information on Park State Bank, make sure to hit them up, parkstatebank.com or at Park State Bank on all social media channels. WISSOTA Midwest Mods, 19 in the house, points chasers coming into the house. It's going to be a good old time here at Hibbing Speedway.
Yeah, we got Joey Jensen back here too in that 30 car. He was another guy battling over in Superior. I think he won. He was running double duty as well. So yeah, these guys are going to go around, pack that outside in, and hopefully some of them will be up there searching that high side as well, making a cushion. But the lineup's going to look something like this. Inside row 1 out of Forest Lake is going to be that 30 car, Joey Jensen. And on his outside, that 7A, you guys know him, he's from Chisholm, Eric Anderson. Inside row 2, 91, Andy Davey, no slouch here. Outside of him, 31, we got Randy Haupt from Chisholm as well. Inside row 3, we're going to have that 68G And that's Eric Gruba. He's from Embarrass. And then inside by himself in the 26K, his name is Sam Kohler. He's from Marble.
A special thanks to the 2025 sponsors of Hibbing Speedway: Bulletproof Tees, Dark Lake Metalworks, Iron Mining Association, J&H Auto, Corpy Builders, Lakeside Lumber, Longhorn Chassis, MDI, Mirabella Realty.
Looks like they're going to line them up. I don't see the light on.
Purple Wave Auctions, Superior Fuel, Track Digital, United Rental, and Velocita.
Green flag and we're underway. Joey Jensen, Andy Davey, Eric Anderson. Your first 3 cars. Andy Davey driving her down on the bottom, trying to make that work. Joey Jensen, he's trying to stretch that lead out. He's followed by the 91 of Andy Davey. Behind him, Eric Anderson in that 7A. That 12 car is Alex Odell. This time by, we're halfway. Looks like the 7A is trying to challenge that 91 of Andy Davey for second again. Laps to go this time by for Joey Jensen. White flag out this time by. Joey Jensen still leading. When he comes by this time, it's checkered flag. Making the trip from Forest Lake in the 30 car, Joey Jensen, winner, followed by the 91 of Andy Davey, third place 7A of Eric Anderson, then it looks like the 68, which is Eric Gruba, followed by the 12 car of Alex Odell, and then we got the 31 of Randy Haupt, and I believe the 68G of Eric Gruba.
So if you're on my race pass, the last place car would come up as missing data. That's that missing data is in a lot of races, if you've noticed that on my race pass. But transponder not picking up or name not picking up, but it's all good. Heat race number 1 completed here at Hibbing Speedway on Park. State Bank night. Heat race number 2 about to come to the track.
And here looks like we got coming out of Black Duck, Minnesota, we have Gary James Nelson. He'll be driving that 74 car. I'm just trying to think if I've seen him yet or not. But he'll be followed, or the outside of him is going to be that Landon Randon. He's from Siren, Wisconsin. Again, another driver I haven't seen. Inside row 2, we're going to have the 14G, and that's Brant Gruba. Wonder if there's any relation with the other one. Inside row 3, we're going to have the 15 car. That's going to be Sammy Blevins. And outside of him, we're going to have Ethan Elhart from Bovine, that 22E.
So what's interesting about Tuesday night shows, you're going to get some of these guys that are chasing WISSOTA points. Not necessarily are they part of the weekly racing scene here at Hibbing Speedway, but Landon Rant is from Siren, Wisconsin. That's quite the haul to come and hang out with here, and we appreciate it here at Hibbing Speedway to come and get some new faces in here. You know, Blake Adams, Joey Jensen, a lot of these guys, Shane Sabraski at times chasing points. and victories.
Yep.
And it's all good. A nice assortment of talent coming up to the Northland and enjoying the new track, enjoying the new shape, and hopefully taking that back, talking to their buddies, and we can keep growing that car count, especially at Labor Day Shootout.
Probably talking about the awesome food in the pits as well. I mean, they have great food in the pits and great food out front as well.
So we got Baco's out front in the food truck. We've got, of course, the concessions with the smash burgers, the cheeseburgers, all that good stuff. And in the back, we got Lulu's Kitchen serving up the pits. So not only can you come to the race, but it's kind of like a fair. You can go from food truck to concession to food truck and try out all the different stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, I think we're going green this time by, again, Gary James Nelson from Black Duck. He's that 74 car. And his outside from Siren, Wisconsin, 11R, Landon Rand. Here we go. Here we go, 4 wide on the backstretch. Looks like Blevins trying to make that one work there. Here we go again with some 2 or 3 wide action. Nelson coming out on top still, 74. Landon Rant in the 11R car from Siren, Wisconsin. He's in second, followed by Mikey Blevins in third. 14, we have that Brant Gruba from Britt. 15 car, that's Mikey Blevins. He's out of Hibbing. And then in that 22E, we got Ethan Elhart, Bovee, Minnesota. Looking pretty equal out there. 2 laps to go. Next time by, white flag will be out for the 74 car of Gary James Nelson out of Black Duck. He's going to be followed by Landon Rant from Siren, Wisconsin at 11R. Mikey Blevins trying one more time to get that second spot. Winner, 74, is that Gary James Nelson from Black Duck, Minnesota. He was followed by that 11R of Landon Rand from Siren, Wisconsin. Third place, Mikey Blevins. Followed right behind him is his brother in that 15 car. That's Sammy Blevins. 14 car is Brant Gruba. And then behind him is that 22 of Ethan Elhart from Bovee. So heat race 2 complete.
So speaking of Ethan Elhart, 22E, Lakeside Lumber, track sponsor as well here at the Hibbing Speedway, but they not only support their racing, they support the track. So that's
awesome.
Super cool. They're a local lumber business, been in business for a long time. You definitely have lumber needs in this area, in the Iron Range. That's a place you want to go. You're going to get service unlike some of the big box stuff.
They're in Bovee.
In Bovee. So make sure to check them out, Lakeside Lumber.
Okay, heat race 3, and this is the running order. Looks like we got the 22 from Forbes, Minnesota. That's Chad Van Duker. He's going to be starting inside row 1. His outside in the 44 car, that's going to be Braden Rewerts. He's out of Hibbing. Inside row 2, 10X. He's been fast lately too. That's going to be Matthew Kunha. His outside in the 14 car is Adam Shin out of Duluth. Inside row 3, that's 76. That's going to be Keith Koski out of Hibbing. Next to him in that M2, that's going to be Chris Magestead. And he's out of Floodwood. So one more time. One more time by, guys. And we're going green there right now. .44 still holding on to the lead, or he was on the outside. No, he took over position. Braden Rearward's taking off in that 44 car. He's followed by Van Duker. Third place, 14, Adam Shin. And he's going to battle with Matthew Kunha. Looking like Matthew Kunha trying to take over that third spot now, that 10X. We're halfway this time by. Still leading this thing. We got Rewerts in the 44. He's followed by Chad Van Duker in the 22. Matthew Kuna, the 10X third. And now we got a battle for fourth. Two laps to go this time by. Braden Rewerts leading this thing in that 44. Colstead trying to make it work there for third. It's going to be checkered this time by. We're going to see the 44 car roll by first. And that's Braden Rewerts taking home the win there. He's followed by the 22, Chad Van Duker. Then third place, 10X, Matthew Kunha. Fourth is the M2 of Chris Magstead. And then he was followed by the 14, Adam Shin out of Duluth. And then the 76 car of Keith Koski.
WISSOTA Super Stock Heat Races coming up next year at Hibbing Speedway. It is Park State Bank Night on a Tuesday. Again, if you're going to concession stand, there's a lot of options. You can go downstairs and get yourself a smash burger. You can go to the food truck here. I got a thumbs up on the smash burger.
I heard so good.
And then you got downstairs, you got Baco's. They're a brand new food truck. So go check them out up front, or you got Lulu's Kitchen in the pits. So if you're in the pits, hanging out there, it took a little while for us to get fired up, but we got Lulu's, and she's going to be here all year. So we got those people in the pits, those hungry drivers and teams taken care of.
Bunch of happy guys back there. I know that's where I've been eating, is in the pits.
Are they ever happy, though?
Well, they always got something to say, that's for sure.
But at least they got some food in their bellies
That's right.
now. So once again, WISSOTA Super Stock Heats, if you can see on the track here, we're having them kind of roll in the top. What happens, they kick up some crumbs, and we want them to kind of run those in, so it makes it more racy. You know, throughout the whole track, we want them using multiple lanes here at Hibbing Speedway.
And this should be a good, interesting heat race as well. I see Chastin Finkbone's in it. He's been, this is his first year in the Super Stock, and he's been mixing it up with the leaders. I'm not sure if he picked up a W yet. Maybe in Rapids he has. But yeah, he's definitely going to be a good one to watch here in this heat race.
Trevor Aaron's on the backstretch right there. I saw him laying down a little bit of liquid. Oh. So Jim checking out Trevor Aaron's to see if he have maybe some something broke. Or
usually gas sometimes coming out of the overflow on cars is what we see.
You filling that thing up for a heat race?
Oh yeah.
This is a long heat race. Do you want all the weight you can get?
Just depends on the car, really. I know our car, we usually stays full all the time. So they're probably going to go ahead and line them up this time, get them side by side. And you guys know that 01 of Trevor Aarons. There he is. He starts on the pole tonight. He's from Hibbing. His outside in the number 69X, John Sharpeneck from Hackensack, Minnesota, driving that 69X. Inside row 2, 40C from Grand Rapids, Chasten Finkbone. His outside out of Kelly Lake, driving in that 19 car, Tristan Labarge. Inside row 3, we have the 30 car of Dan Severson. He's from Crosby, Minnesota. Outside of him in that 41 car, we have Mikey Vital, and he's out of Chisholm. So I see the sign for one more time go around, and we're going to see these super stocks mix it up.
So I know I can tell you're from this area because you can say some of these names that I totally didn't know at the start of the season, like Vital. Obviously not spelled like Vital.
That's right.
I'm not going to try to butcher it, but now I know what it's Mikey Vital.
That's right. I got 30 years with these guys.
Well, you should have figured it out by now.
Okay, we're going to get the green flag this time by, guys. Tristan Labarge squeezing through, pulling into the third place position, trying to pull up on Finkbone. Trevor Aarons holding on to the lead in that 0-1 car. Chasten Finkbone side by side. Looked like he might have Aarons this time by. Tristan Labarge trying to get in the picture here. He's alongside the 0-1. Now overtaking second place is the 19 from Kelly Lake, Tristan Labarge. Looks like Vital's making his second pass for fourth. Little touch and go up front. Chasten Finkbone trying to hold off Tristan Labarge. Is he going to be able to do it? Looks like the 19 slides up in front of him. Oh, a little bit of contact. This time by his white flag, we have a new leader, Tristan Labarge, 19. He's followed by Chasten Finkbone in the 40C. Trevor Aarons running third. And we got Mikey Vital for fourth. Severson, fifth. And then Sharpeneck, sixth. Checkered for Tristan Labarge, 1940. Second place, Trevor Aarons in the taking third. Followed by the Mike Vital in 41. We got followed by the 30 car of Dan Severson. And then that 69X of John Sharpeneck. So that one was interesting. We had a little contact there.
So you've worked on these cars.
I have.
So obviously he didn't want to be passed. You lift him up a little bit, but let's talk about what happens to the rear end of the car when you're riding in the back like that. You're literally lifting him up for a couple seconds. I mean, that messes up the rear end of your car as well.
It does. Not only can you spin out in front of everybody, you can wreck the rear end, possibly break an axle, and possibly snap a drive shaft.
Probably going to have a couple words over there. Last heat race rolling out on the track right now, Wissota Super Stocks heat race number 2.
Yeah, and we got last week's winner, Andy Labarge, in that 79A. Outside of him, another guy that's always looking to win, too. He's fast everywhere in that 57 That's going to be Dalton Carlson. He's out of Cohasset, Minnesota. Inside row 2 in that 11 car, he's from Iron, Kevin Celine. Outside of him in that 76 car, that's going to be Doug Koski. He's out of Chisholm. Inside row 3, 81X, that's Matt Sparby, and he's from Bemidji. And then you guys know that 47J, he was the Hornet champ. That's Justin Barsness, he's from Grand Rapids. So Carlson and LaBarge. We should see a good fight here. Side by side in all 3 rows. It's looking like Andy is going to be leading it this time by. Don't count with the 76. He's just waiting for an opening right there. One little mess up and he can slide right in there. Doug Koski really trying to challenge for that second spot right now. 2 laps to go. Dalton Carlson, he's trying to get on the bottom now. See if he can drive her in there. White flag this time by. Andy LaBarge still leading this thing, followed by the 57 of Dalton Carlson. Third place, 76, Doug Koski. Fourth place, 81X, Matt Sparby. Followed by Kevin Celine and Barsness. Checkered flags out for the 79A of Andy LaBarge, followed by Dalton Carlson in the 57. Third place, Doug Koski. And he's followed by the 81X of Matt Sparby. And then we have coming in fifth in the 11 car, Kevin Celine. And then 6th, Justin Barsness in that 47J.
So that'll wrap up our heat races here at Hibbing Speedway. We're going to go to a quick intermission, a little bit of track prep. But it's not going to end tonight. Friday night, we got the Veterans Night. So you want to make sure to get out here. Fireworks at 10 o'clock here at Hibbing Speedway. And full classes of WISSOTA weekly racing. Then on Saturday, we have the Enduro, first Enduro of the year, but that actually starts at 11 a.m. On Saturday because we got Jubilee Days happening, street dances, all that good stuff here in Hibbing. So we're going to race the Enduro during the day on Saturday. So 11 a.m. Make sure if you're going to come up for the Enduro, you come out at 11 a.m. Should go till about 2, 3 o'clock. But Enduro racing here at Hibbing Speedway this weekend. But don't miss fireworks night on Friday. But Aaron, we still got a lot of season to go. Like, we're 7th race, but we're like right in the middle of it. We're right in the mix right now. It's a heavy part of the season. Then July 19, which we're back to a regular Saturday. Everybody cheer there, back to regular Saturday. But then we got a couple weeks off, actually. There's some other big races going on in Ogilvie, USA Nationals, stuff like that. And then we come back on Tuesday, August 5 for back to school night and kids night. Hall of Fame night on August 16. That's also going to be Meet the Drivers night. And then our season championship on August 23rd is actually hockey night. Now, there's more to come on that. So we'll have an announcement on that. Of course, Labor Day Shootout, August 30th and 31st with the WISSOTA Late Model Challenge Series. A couple more Enduros, September 13 and October 4. Those are Saturdays. Those will be at night as well. Well, if it's cold out, we might do those during the day as well. But also October 11. Now, that's, it's risky, right? 50-50 propositional race. But if we can, we will. On October 11, it's the Hot Dish Nationals. Yeah. Now, what that means you're going to say hot dish. What's going on here? We're actually going to have a hot dish contest where we'll be doing like some judging and stuff like that downstairs underneath the grandstand. But then we're going to race. We're going to see if we can race if it's nice enough out. And hey, that's another situation. We might race during the day if we know it's going to be cold at night.
Yeah.
So still a lot of racing here to go at Hibbing Speedway the remainder of the year. So we're in 7, and that leaves us 11 dates left.
You know, we're tough. We're from Minnesota, so this cold, this October 11th day doesn't have anybody scared. They're actually going to be excited because we like racing. We love racing.
So what we should probably do is put a couple, heaters downstairs and things like that.
At least a fire. So I know that all the races during nationals times, it's like we like to bonfire. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people that like to drink.
Yeah, well,
it's a party time for a lot of people.
I've heard some stories about downstairs underneath the grandstands here in Labor Day. So that's a tradition we're actually going to bring back. We're going to have downstairs open for the Labor Day shootout. We'll have the bar open downstairs. We'll be doing breakfast and things like that. A bunch of planning already going into that for the Labor Day shootout. So we're going to have a good old time. But again, track prep going on right now here for intermission, about 15 minutes. Again, if you're going to hit that concession stand, if there's a long line, head over to the other ones. Bacco's is out front here, and they've got all the good eats. Brand new food truck, and then in the back, if you're in the pits, make sure to hit Lulu's Kitchen. She's got you taken care of in the back. But again, good food. It's a Tuesday night. Weather's great. As of 2 days ago, I didn't think we were racing at all. Yeah. I mean, the weather looked like crap, and that's the way it goes. Like, all of a sudden, the weather is like end of the world, but then a day it changes.
That's right.
So we're going to let the guys do the work on the track. Again, big shout-out to Track Prep crew. They've been doing a great job, despite all of the weather, making this happen here at Hibbing Speedway. When we come back, feature racing here on Park State Bank Night.
A special thanks to the 2025 sponsors of Hibbing Speedway: Bulletproof Tees, Dark Lake Metalworks, Iron Mining Association, J&H Auto, Corpy Builders, Lakeside Lumber, Longhorn Chassis, MDI,